The next tool is keyword generator. Let's say we're going to use the same keyword. So this is going to give you another list, most popular related keywords. So if you want to just write these down or save them and then go back and search into the keyword research tool, that would probably make more sense. You could look at all related keywords and you can look at, obviously, these are the popular ones, which I would definitely look at the popular ones first. But you could skim through this and see if there is something that you can use, like the word overcoming or anxiety attachment or the word recovery. So that gives you a little bit more ideas to search because there might be words here that you might not have thought about. So I would just like take the word, say copy this, and go back to the keyword research tool, paste it, find the keywords. Okay, so for this keyword phrase, anxiety workbook for teens, I also forgot to mention the overall, which is kind of nice to give you an idea. Oh, and you can also customize. You can customize this. I like to have everything. So now we can look at these particular words and you can sort them out by whatever you want. I like opportunity score. Let's do that again. So the highest opportunity score would be anxiety workbook for teens. Has a decent search volume, has a lot of competitors, but it seems to be the best so far here. This really helps you to narrow down your keywords and narrow down your niche research. And you could do this before you even come up with your book idea. This will help you to come up with a book idea so you know what you're trying to target exactly and to know if you have enough of a demand to get into a niche. So the next category is the optimization, which I really like this too. This helps you to choose the categories for your back end. So, of course, you're going to choose the format of your book, you're going to choose your marketplace, and you can either type in a keyword in the category, or you can just select to be the top, say, for you, if you want to be number one ranking in a category, how high would your ranking need to be, or how low? You could say 80,000 and up. So if you're ranking 80,000 or more, and what categories will let you be in the top number one ranking. So if we did find the categories, this will show you the number of sales you need to hit number one. I would just, so in the category explorer, you have obviously your marketplace, you choose the format of the book you're trying to create the category for, and then you could choose a keyword, or you can look at these primary categories, the main categories, and select from them. So say, let's say we're doing the anxiety book, we can look under self-help, we can look under medical books, maybe we can look under health, fitness, and dieting. Okay, let's just pick parenting and relationships. So I try to look at all the possibilities. Now, we can just click find categories and see what shows up. This shows you what the number one bestseller in that category is ranking in the BSR ranking right here, and how many sales you need to be number one bestseller ranking in this category. For example, books, and then parenting, relationships, and then aging parents. This you need to be ranking higher than 645 in order to be the bestseller in that category. So what you could do is just sort it out by number of sales to number one. So if we were doing anxiety, for example, probably would not choose dentistry, even though I would be number one in that category. So don't just pick a category just so you could be the bestseller in it. Pick something that is relevant to your book. So if we were doing some kind of anxiety book, I would cognitive behavior therapy, maybe, possibly, if I had any idea what my book was about. Maybe I would choose that one because you need only 23 sales per day to hit number one, but at least you get an idea of how many sales you will need to reach number one bestseller in that category. And I don't usually look at the rest. I just like to see how many sales we can get to number one, but also that it has to be relevant. Then we can go to listing optimizer, which is really good. I like this tool because it will give you a score. So you can use this on your own books and you can use this on even your competitors. So let's go to a competitor. Let's pick this book, the No Worries Workbook. So I'm going to copy the ASIN and paste it and analyze. It's going to give me a certain number of pages I'm allowed to analyze anyway. So, but it's okay. Now, this one it's rated really well. It's well optimized, but it'll tell me what's good about it and tell me what's bad about it. It does have at least 20 ratings. They're higher than 4.0. The description is done well. It's optimally formatted and it's large enough. And that tells me about the A plus content, and then it gives me recommendations. And the next one, which is also really good, is this description formatter. So basically, it's the HTML, it's the formatting. So you can, type in, say you want to have it formatted a certain way. So you can go to the source, copy to clipboard, and then paste it in the back end. Now, Bookbeam Create. This is also very, very helpful. What I have been using mostly is the create a description. I've been using this for my descriptions, and I think it's really, really helpful. So let's say, okay, I'm going to create a book called The Anxiety Workbook for Adults. Let's call Jane. It's for adults. This book helps adults deal with anxiety in everyday life. Okay, I don't know anything about this niche, but let's just try that. Oh, we need at least 80 characters. Okay. There are prompts for daily use. Let's say it helps identify areas that cause anxiety and depression. Okay, let's see if that's enough. Of course, in your case, you would put as much information as you possibly can. Okay, and now we have our description. And the nice thing about it is it writes it out really nicely. It gives you all of these bullet points, and you can always actually change it if you feel like you remembered something extra that you wanted to add, and it will generate a new one. And the nice thing is you can, okay, so you go in, you can edit it. And what I usually like to do is I'll just, make spaces because I still don't like these big blocks. And, maybe I'm going to make this to another one and copy right here, copy with the HTML, and that will copy all of the formatting of it and then paste it in your description and you're done. And of course you would go over it and edit whatever you want, but it's still a really great tool that saves you so much time. And you go back, of course you can always delete it, and you can also create an outline, you can do customer research, just really great tools here. This I have not used because I use something else. I use MailerLite for my opt-in page. But if you don't have an autoresponder or a site or something where you already have an opt-in page, this is a great tool to use to get people to sign up. It's a landing page. You want them to get a freebie and leave their email. You can use this tool. And well, that's it for now. I don't want to make this too long, but I really, really like Bookbeam now. It is definitely my go-to, like every single day tool for mostly my research and tracking, but also every time I create a book, I do use the AI assistant and I use it for my descriptions, and I use Rocket Publisher Rocket for my keywords also, and I compare it with the keywords here. So I hope this is helpful, and I will have a link below to check it out if you want to check out Bookbeam.